The pursuit of money often begins as a quest for security, rather than a passion for numbers. When money is perceived as the key to safety, every expense starts to feel like a threat. This sense of fear can evolve into an obsession where self-worth is tied to financial status. This obsession drives a sense of urgency in the pursuit of money, even when current resources are sufficient. The core issue isn't the amount of income, it's the body's constant state of alertness to perceived dangers. If relief is always contingent on accumulating more, then no amount will ever truly satisfy. Change starts with acknowledging that the true goal is to cultivate a stable sense of safety. At this point, money transforms into a useful tool rather than an emotional necessity. These insights stem from The Illusion of Money by Kyle Cease, which offers valuable exercises for deeper understanding. If you find these concepts helpful, subscribe to the channel, and together we can enhance these skills. Money is inherently neutral, but our perceptions about it can evoke strong feelings within us. Take a moment to reflect on your bank account and observe the emotions that come up instantly. Those feelings stem from the personal meanings attached to the numbers, not from the numbers themselves. This is why two individuals can view the same figure and experience entirely different emotions. Fear can often increase because financial matters tend to expose underlying anxieties. Simply acquiring more money doesn't erase feelings of insecurity if the same negative thoughts persist. The key is to recognize your thought patterns and break the habit of accepting them as absolute truth. When you view a thought just as a thought, it loses its power over your decisions. As your self-trust increases, your relationship with money becomes more stable and less emotional. This sense of calm represents true freedom, as your mood no longer hinges on a specific number. Many people believe that financial success equates to security, leading to constant worry. When individuals pursue security through money, they remain trapped in a survival mindset. This ongoing stress clouds judgment and focuses attention on perceived deficiencies. True security comes from being present, accepting reality, and utilizing awareness instead of succumbing to panic. Simply accumulating wealth won't provide lasting safety if feelings of insecurity linger within. Security is not a distant goal, it exists within you already. When fear-based thoughts arise, aim to acknowledge them without acting on them. This approach does not dismiss real challenges, it prevents the addition of unnecessary fear. By cultivating inner security, you can transform money into a tool used with composure. Making calm decisions becomes simpler when safety isn't tied to each choice you make. The fear surrounding money decreases when we evaluate our choices based on their truthfulness and alignment with our values. Begin by identifying the feeling you genuinely seek, such as peace, freedom, or stability. Next, assess whether your actions align with your core values and the person you aspire to become. When actions are solely driven by the desire to avoid fear, they typically lead to even greater fear in the future. A useful exercise is to rate how authentic each choice feels on a scale from 1 to 10. Low ratings often indicate a reliance on purchasing relief, approval, or a sense of control. Higher ratings suggest that the action corresponds with your true intentions, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Track your scores over a week to identify any recurring patterns. Your average score will reveal how frequently fear influences your decision-making process. If you want more engaging content like this, subscribe and let's develop this decision-making skill together. Many people view their bank account as an adversary, creating a constant state of alertness. Disliking your current balance can train your mind to feel insecure in the present moment. A helpful practice is expressing love for your current bank account, even if it feels uncomfortable. Loving your finances means breaking the cycle of self-criticism regarding the numbers. Gratitude alleviates internal conflict, making your options clearer and more accessible. This shift in mindset helps you stop waiting for a future balance to feel content. When you appreciate where you are financially, your decisions stem from clarity rather than urgency. Taking action is still important, but it becomes more effective when it's rooted in respect. Over time, this fosters self-trust, as you no longer neglect your financial well-being. This newfound steadiness simplifies planning, allowing your mind to function without internal turmoil. Generally, greater financial rewards follow an increase in value, as people are willing to invest in tangible outcomes. Value is defined by the ability to resolve issues, provide essential services, or enhance the quality of life for others. Prioritizing money can obstruct the creation of value, as fear limits perspective and opportunities. By concentrating on value, you develop skills that open up more possibilities over time. This focus can involve honing communication skills, mastering a craft, or developing a meaningful service. Approach your work with a mindset of contribution, rather than the anxiety that you won't measure up. As your value increases, your income can grow organically, without the stress of frantic, unproductive work. Your identity evolves from being someone who merely seeks money to someone who consistently delivers results. Value expands through consistent practice and constructive feedback, rather than through shortcuts or gimmicks. Consequently, money becomes a byproduct of your efforts, rather than the sole motivator behind your actions. Giving can help shift our mindset from fear to one of abundance. Giving isn't limited to money. It can also include your time, presence, skills, or creativity. Stretch your generosity slightly beyond your usual limits, without risking your financial stability. Giving helps to uncover and challenge the outdated belief that there is never enough. Another important aspect is to loosen your attachment to ownership, as clinging creates fear of loss. Unconditional love means caring for others without trying to control, fix, or gain something in return. In financial terms, it means that money is no longer a measure of your worth, or a means to seek approval. While planning and earning are important, they are more effective when rooted in trust. Money feels less burdensome when it is no longer tied to your identity. If you find value in these insights, subscribe to our channel for more practical steps that simplify these concepts.